Ladies and gentlemen, let me speak to you today about something simple yet profoundly powerful: habits. Your daily habits are the invisible architecture of your life. They shape your destiny more than your goals, more than your dreams. Because no matter how big your dreams are, if you don't build the right habits, those dreams stay just that, dreams. I want to share with you 5 daily habits that, when practiced consistently for 30 days, will change your life forever. Habit 1. Start your day with a purposeful mindset. Every morning, take 5 minutes to remind yourself why you are here. What is your purpose? What legacy are you building? This small mental practice reprograms your mind to operate with intention rather than distraction. Habit 2. Read or listen to something educational. Invest at least 10 minutes a day feeding your mind with knowledge. The most successful people I know don't stop learning. Whether it's a book, a podcast, or a motivational speech, education transforms your mindset and expands your possibilities. Habit 3. Take care of your body. Movement is medicine. Whether it's a quick walk, some stretching, or exercise, daily physical activity fuels your energy, sharpens your focus, and boosts your confidence. Remember, your body is the vehicle to carry you to your goals. Habit 4. Practice gratitude and positive reflection. At the end of your day, write down or think about 3 things you are grateful for. This habit rewires your brain to focus on abundance instead of lack. Gratitude is the key that unlocks joy and peace in any situation. Habit 5. Hold yourself accountable. Track your progress daily. When you see yourself improving, you build momentum. When you stumble, accountability helps you get back up faster. Use a journal, an app, or a trusted friend to keep you honest. These are not just habits, they are daily commitments to your future self. If you commit to these 5 habits for just 30 days, I guarantee you will see a transformation in your mindset, your productivity, and your life's direction. When it comes to success, there is one truth that is undeniable and unshakable. Consistency is everything. You see, many people look at successful people and think that success came overnight or by some stroke of luck. But the reality is far different. Behind every success story lies the power of daily, consistent action. Success is not about doing something great once. It's about doing something good every single day. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about commitment, discipline, and the belief that small steps repeated over time create a mountain of achievement. Think about a farmer planting seeds. He doesn't plant once and expect a harvest immediately. No, he plants regularly, tends to his crops day after day, waters them, removes weeds, and patiently waits for the fruits of his labor. The harvest comes only after consistent care. In the same way, your success requires planting seeds of effort daily. It's the little things, the small habits, the regular practices, the daily disciplines that compound into big results. Consistency is a habit of the mind. It's about making a decision and sticking to it regardless of how you feel at the moment. Most people give up when the initial excitement wears off or when they face obstacles. But consistency means pressing forward even when motivation is low, even when progress seems slow. Because progress isn't always visible day to day, but over time, those consistent actions build momentum. Now, here's a secret most people overlook. Consistency is more valuable than intensity. You could work very hard for a day or a week, but if you can't keep that pace going, it won't last. But if you develop a consistent routine, a rhythm that becomes part of your daily life, your success is inevitable. The goal is to make your actions automatic, like brushing your teeth or breathing. When something becomes a natural part of your day, you don't have to rely on willpower alone. It becomes effortless. Also, consistency breeds confidence. When you show up for yourself every day, you build trust in your own ability to follow through. You create a foundation of reliability, the most important foundation there is, and that reliability spills over into other areas of your life. People begin to trust you more. You trust yourself more. And with trust comes greater opportunities and breakthroughs. One of the biggest challenges with consistency is impatience. We live in a world that wants everything fast, instant gratification, overnight results. But life doesn't work that way. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. The results you want will come, but only if you are willing to commit for the long haul. It's like compound interest in money. A little added consistently grows exponentially over time. The same applies to your habits and actions. Another powerful aspect of consistency is that it teaches discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. When you commit to consistency, you build discipline muscle. You learn to say no to distractions and yes to your priorities. That discipline then becomes your greatest asset, one that will serve you in every area of your life: business, health, relationships, and personal growth. So, how do you build consistency? Start small. Pick one simple action, something you can do every day without fail. It could be reading one page, writing one paragraph, making one call, or exercising for 5 minutes. The key is to start where you are, with what you can manage. Then commit to doing it daily. Make it so small and easy that you can't say no. Track your progress. Write it down. Use an app or mark it on a calendar. Seeing the chain of days you've completed will motivate you not to break the streak. And be patient with yourself. Some days will be harder than others. Some days you might miss. That's okay. What matters most is getting back on track quickly and not giving up. Consistency is not about perfection. It's about persistence. Every successful person you admire has mastered this art. They made a decision to show up every day, even when it was tough, and over time, their consistency built the foundation of their success. If you want to change your life, start by becoming consistent. Make a commitment today to show up for yourself tomorrow, the next day, and the days after that. Because when you do, success will follow guaranteed. The idea that small daily actions can compound over time into massive results is one of the most powerful principles you can embrace if you want to change your life. Many people underestimate the impact of what they do every day because they think the only way to succeed is through some big, dramatic breakthrough or a sudden burst of genius. But the truth is, greatness doesn't come from what you do once in a while. It comes from what you do consistently, day after day. Let me break this down for you. Imagine dropping a single dollar into a jar every day. At first, you might not see much happening. $1 doesn't seem like a lot. But if you keep doing it daily over a month, you'll have $30. Keep going for a year, and suddenly you have $365. Over 10 years, that's thousands of dollars, all from a simple daily habit. This is the power of compounding. It's the principle of exponential growth in action. Now, apply this to your life and your goals. Maybe you want to improve your health, grow your business, learn a new skill, or develop your character. You don't have to do something huge every day. Instead, focus on small, consistent actions. Drink an extra glass of water, read a few pages of a book, make one sales call, or write a short paragraph. These actions might seem insignificant on their own, but when you add them up over weeks and months, they create unstoppable momentum. Compounding isn't just about numbers or money. It's a principle that applies to every area of your life. Your knowledge compounds as you learn a little every day. Your skills improve as you practice regularly. Your relationships strengthen as you invest time and effort consistently. And your mindset transforms as you choose positive thoughts and actions day after day. One of the reasons people don't take advantage of this principle is because they want to see immediate results. They get discouraged when they don't notice big changes right away. But change takes time. Just like a seed doesn't become a tree overnight, your efforts need patience and persistence. The key is to keep going even when progress feels slow or invisible. Because underneath the surface, those small actions are building a foundation for massive success. Here's another important point. Compounding works both ways. Just as positive habits grow over time, negative habits compound too. A little neglect, procrastination, or negativity each day can lead to serious setbacks in the long run. That's why it's crucial to be mindful about what you allow yourself to do daily. Protect your time, your energy, and your focus because they are the currency of compounding success. Now, let me share a secret about compounding that many people miss. Consistency beats intensity. You might work hard one day and slack off the next, but the person who does a little bit every day will surpass you. This is because compounding requires regular input. It's like watering a plant. Pouring a gallon of water once a month won't help it grow, but watering a little every day will make that plant thrive. So, how do you harness this power? First, identify the small daily actions that align with your goals. Then, commit to doing them faithfully. Don't focus on doing everything at once. Start small and build up gradually. Track your progress so you can see how your efforts are adding up. And most importantly, be patient and persistent. The road to greatness is paved with small, consistent steps. You don't have to leap, you just have to keep moving forward. When you do, those small actions will compound, and in time, you'll look back amazed at how far you've come. So today, I challenge you to start with one small action. Do it daily, watch it grow, and trust the process. Because compounding is the secret that turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. If you want to understand why some people consistently build great habits and achieve success while others struggle to change, you must understand the crucial role that mindset and self-discipline play in habit formation. These two forces are the engines behind every habit you develop, and without them, your efforts will fall short, no matter how good your intentions are. Let's start with mindset. Mindset is the way you think about yourself and your abilities. It's the lens through which you view challenges, setbacks, and opportunities. Your mindset can either empower you or limit you. When it comes to forming new habits, a growth mindset is essential. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. People with this mindset see failure not as a dead end, but as a stepping stone to learning and growth. If you believe that you can't change or that your habits are fixed, you'll find it almost impossible to create lasting change. On the other hand, if you believe that you can improve, that you have the power to shape your own future, you'll be much more willing to put in the effort required to build new habits. Mindset shapes your motivation and your resilience. It helps you keep going when things get tough. Now, let's talk about self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors in order to stay focused on your goals. It's what keeps you doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it. Self-discipline is the bridge between your goals and your actions. Without it, good intentions remain just that, intentions. Self-discipline is not about being perfect or never giving in to temptation. It's about making the choice to prioritize what matters most, day after day. It's about creating boundaries for yourself and learning how to say no to distraction. The more you practice self-discipline, the stronger it becomes, like a muscle that grows with use. When mindset and self-discipline come together, they create a powerful force for habit formation. Your mindset fuels your desire and belief that change is possible. Your self-discipline provides the structure and control to follow through. Together, they help you overcome obstacles like procrastination, fear, and lack of motivation. One important truth about habits is that they are formed through repetition. You don't wake up one day with a new habit fully formed. It's the result of consistent, disciplined action repeated over time. This repetition rewires your brain and creates new neural pathways that make the habit automatic. But to get through those early days, when it's difficult and uncomfortable, you need mindset and self-discipline. The stories you tell yourself. Your mindset is shaped by these internal stories, the beliefs you hold about your identity and your capabilities. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not disciplined," or "I'm not a morning person," you will create self-fulfilling prophecies that hold you back. Changing your mindset means rewriting those stories into empowering ones, like "I am capable of discipline," or "I am becoming someone who shows up every day." It's also essential to realize that mindset and self-discipline are habits themselves. You can develop and strengthen them just like any other habit. Start by setting small goals that require you to exercise discipline. Celebrate those wins and reflect on what your mindset was during those moments. Over time, you'll build confidence and resilience that carry over into all areas of your life. The habits you form don't just shape your daily routine, they shape your destiny. By cultivating the right mindset and strengthening your self-discipline, you lay the groundwork for lasting change and success. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. So, I encourage you today to take a moment and assess your mindset. Are you believing in your ability to grow? Are you committed to exercising self-discipline? If the answer is yes, then you are on the path to forming powerful habits that will transform your life. If not, then start there, because everything begins in the mind and is sustained by the strength of your discipline. When we talk about habits that change your life, it's important to understand that true transformation doesn't come from focusing on just one part of yourself. It comes from developing habits that nurture your mind, your body, and your relationships, the three pillars that hold up your entire life. If you want lasting success and fulfillment, you must pay attention to all three areas. Neglecting any one of them creates imbalance, and imbalance slows down your progress or even causes failure. Let's start with the mind. Your mind is the control center of everything you do. It's where your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes reside. The habits you develop for your mind shape your reality. If you fill your mind with negativity, doubt, or distractions, you'll struggle to reach your potential. But if you cultivate habits like daily reading, meditation, journaling, or learning something new, you build mental strength and clarity. These habits sharpen your focus, increase your creativity, and expand your understanding of the world. A strong mind is like a well-trained athlete. It performs at a higher level and recovers quickly from setbacks. Now, the body. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. Without health and energy, your mind and spirit cannot function at their best. Daily habits like exercise, eating nutritious food, getting enough sleep, and drinking water are essential. These habits may seem simple, but their effects are profound. Regular physical activity increases your energy, reduces stress, and boosts your confidence. When you feel good physically, you perform better mentally and emotionally. Taking care of your body is not a luxury. It's a necessity if you want to be your best self every day. The third pillar is your relationships. No person is an island. The quality of your relationships deeply affects your happiness, motivation, and success. Habits that improve your relationships include active listening, expressing gratitude, spending quality time with loved ones, and resolving conflicts constructively. These habits build trust, connection, and support, things you cannot achieve alone. Strong relationships provide a foundation of encouragement and accountability that propels you forward when challenges arise. When you focus on habits that improve your mind, body, and relationships, you create a powerful synergy. These areas don't operate in isolation. A healthy body supports a sharp mind, a positive mindset improves how you relate to others, and strong relationships feed your emotional well-being. This balanced approach helps you sustain progress, avoid burnout, and enjoy the journey. Many people make the mistake of focusing too much on one area, like working long hours to grow their business while neglecting their health or family. But this approach is unsustainable. Without balance, you risk losing the very things that make success meaningful. True success is holistic. It includes mental clarity, physical vitality, and fulfilling connections. How do you start? Begin by evaluating your daily habits in each of these three areas. Ask yourself, what am I doing for my mind? What am I doing for my body? What am I doing for my relationships? Identify one small habit to improve in each area. Maybe it's reading 10 pages a day, going for a 15-minute walk, or calling a family member regularly. Commit to these habits and track your progress. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. Focusing on mind, body, and relationships ensures that you build a strong foundation for sustained success. When these pillars are strong, you're better equipped to handle stress, make smart decisions, and inspire those around you. Developing habits that improve your mind, body, and relationships is not optional. It's essential. These habits create balance, energy, and connection, the very things that fuel success and happiness. Start today by choosing one habit in each area and watch how your life begins to change, one day at a time. If you want to experience real, lasting growth in your life, one of the most powerful habits you can develop is accountability paired with regular reflection. These two forces work hand in hand to accelerate your progress, keep you on track, and deepen your understanding of yourself and your journey. Without accountability and reflection, even the best plans and habits can lose their impact. Let's start with accountability. Accountability means taking full responsibility for your actions, your decisions, and your results. It means owning where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. When you hold yourself accountable, you stop making excuses and blaming external circumstances. You recognize that your life is the result of the choices you make every day. This mindset is liberating because it puts the power back in your hands. But accountability doesn't have to be a solo act. In fact, having others hold you accountable can be a game changer. When you share your goals with trusted friends, mentors, or coaches, you create a support system that encourages you to follow through. Knowing that someone else is watching, your progress motivates you to stay consistent and gives you the push you need when you feel like giving up. This external accountability helps build internal discipline. Now, let's talk about reflection. Reflection is the habit of stepping back and honestly evaluating your actions, your mindset, and your results. It's a moment of pause where you ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? What can I do differently next time? Without reflection, it's easy to repeat mistakes or stay stuck in ineffective patterns. Reflection is how you learn and improve. Reflection also helps you appreciate your progress. Often, we get so focused on the future or the next goal that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come. Taking time to celebrate your wins, no matter how small, builds confidence and reinforces positive habits. It creates a cycle of motivation and momentum. Together, accountability and reflection create a powerful feedback loop. Accountability pushes you to act. Reflection teaches you how to act better. This loop tracks your growth because it keeps you aware and adaptable. Life is not static, and your goals may shift. Reflection ensures you stay aligned with your true purpose, while accountability keeps you moving forward. One of the challenges people face with accountability and reflection is discomfort. It's not always easy to admit when you've fallen short or to face criticism, but growth rarely happens in comfort zones. When you lean into accountability and make reflection a regular habit, you build resilience and courage. You learn to view setbacks as opportunities to grow rather than failures to fear. How do you start building these habits? First, commit to tracking your progress daily or weekly. Use a journal, an app, or a simple checklist. Write down what you accomplished, what challenges you faced, and how you felt. Then, schedule regular times for reflection, maybe at the end of each day or week. Ask yourself honest questions and be willing to answer them truthfully. Next, find accountability partners. This could be a friend, family member, mentor, or coach, anyone who supports your growth and holds you to your commitments. Share your goals and progress regularly with them. The simple act of verbalizing your intentions and updates strengthens your commitment. Accountability and reflection are not just habits. They are mindsets that transform how you approach life. They empower you to take control, make smarter decisions, and accelerate your journey to success. They are the difference between drifting aimlessly and moving purposefully. So, I encourage you to embrace these habits starting today. Hold yourself accountable, reflect deeply, and watch how your life begins to change faster and more profoundly than you ever imagined. Because when you combine accountability with reflection, you unlock the true power of growth. As we bring this journey to a close, remember this: real change doesn't come from one moment of inspiration. It comes from daily, intentional habits that build your life step by step. Consistency lays the foundation. Small actions compound into massive results. Mindset and self-discipline drive your progress, and focusing on your mind, body, and relationships creates the balance you need. Finally, accountability and reflection accelerate your growth, keeping you on track and sharpening your vision. These 5 principles are not just ideas. They are a blueprint for transformation. If you commit to applying them every day, in just 30 days, you will begin to see a life that looks different, feels different, and operates at a higher level. Success is not reserved for a chosen few. It's the reward for those willing to do the work, to show up, and to grow. So, I challenge you today: take these habits seriously. Make them part of your daily routine. Trust the process, even when results seem slow. Because when you do, you will unlock doors you never thought possible, become the person you were meant to be, and change your life forever. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. Start now, stay consistent, and watch your life transform.